Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle Dub Show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. President chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, Mizzle Dub Show, yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show. It's the Mizzle Dub Show. Yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show. Yeah, Mizzle Dub Show. Yeah, the Mizzle Dub Show.
Hi, how are you? It is 10:39 Pacific Daylight Time. Do you know where your children are?
Yeah, hanging out with his friends and upstairs.
Yes.
And the other one's around the corner.
Yes. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say where mine are, but anyhow, welcome to episode 317. Wow, he's here early and leaving. Yes, we know how much you love the Australian Basketball League living room, but thank you for chiming in and being our first comment on this not so late night edition.
Yes, indeed.
But a lot of things.
Get merch.
Yeah, a lot of things going on in the wild world of sports. Speaking of working hard, my guy was playing in football and then did some more football today for CUSN. Of course, talking about the prodigy that is EJ Mizzle.
Out there putting the moves on him out there today, huh, cuz? I see
showing off the skills. Now, if you did not catch the last episode of the All Pro Jaffos, Zelly and EJ were getting into a little war of words, if you will. I bet you are. I bet you got some treetop with you right now trying to, simmer down. But those two are getting to an interesting a little war of words here on the All Pro Job was this past Saturday. But moves being made. I don't know what the hell my NFL team is doing. They're doing some weird things today. We've crowned some tournament champions with one more to go. And of course, Selection Sunday will be also tomorrow to see who will be in the field of 68 in this NCAA tournament. As it is definitely indeed to see what team will have their one shining moment to a national championship. And folks, we are hours upon hours away from the start of the A7FL coming to us tomorrow afternoon.
You see?
Really, Will Franklin? Really? That's a okay, Mr. Franklin. A quick question for you, sir. What game? Where will you be officiating tomorrow for opening day? And if you're not too sleepy and want to come on the show, please let us know. We'll send you the link. My beard looking like a laced front.
That's funny. I don't care what nobody says.
Of course you find it funny. Living Room says Selection Sunday is my favorite barely sports nothing burger show to watch. Oh, so you're an indie. Nice. So are you doing the you and DePaul. Okay.
Hey.
So are you guys you're referring the Hawks and the
not the Octane, right? No, Octane?
Yeah, the Octane and the Hawks. Are you doing that game, Will? As I am going to get the schedule on the other window of the laptop.
Both. Okay.
Okay, he's doing both games. So he will be doing the Crush and the Animals and the Hawks and the Octane. All right, interesting. Cool. All right, so you will see Mr. Franklin on the game of the week. Doing the Octane and the Hawks. Of course, I did text out Corey Hammond, and him and his team got there safely. That's a good thing.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So, the Hawks making their return back to the A7FL.
Okay.
And the Octane on their biggest stage in their second year as a franchise. They're in the A7FL. Of course, another new team in the Heathens, the Virginia Heathens. They'll be taking on the Baltimore Watchmen. That's in Baltimore, and the other game in Baltimore that will take place will be the Patterson U taking on the DC Buzz, and the only game being played in Asbury Park, New Jersey, is the Renegades against the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Trenton BIC. And then, of course, the Insomniacs start their quest for the three-peat against the Las Vegas Gold. You can hear myself and Chris Vera on that. And then, of course, the game of the week out here in Vegas that will air on Fox Soul will be the Hunters. The new and improved Hunters will be taking on Sick With It. So a lot of things going on. Of course, Fox Soul, along with A7FL.TV here in the States. Of course, globally, you can catch us on DAZN. So whatever area you're in, check your listings to see what channel Fox Soul is,
or watch on YouTube like I do.
And Miss Jody, your Cougars survived against a very tough Arizona team today, but congratulations, you get the automatic bid to the tournament.
Yes, indeed.
But it was a very good game between the Wildcats and the Cougars in the Big 12 championship game. Now, I'm finally going to take a look because we do have rosters, if you will.
Oh, you got it now, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, just going off the GOAT. Well, I mean, first off, shout out to Mr. Jeremiah Reeves for giving me his updated starting lineups. So that's all.
We definitely appreciate that.
That's always helpful. Okay, yes. I guess I gotta go to the email to look at this, since my phone wants to be a butthole and not open up like it's supposed to.
Does technology ever does what it's supposed to every once in a while?
You know what? As our mother always says, this is 21st century. I should get stuff just like that. And who am I to argue? And who am I to argue her? Wouldn't be wise. Wouldn't be wise if I do. But the Niners trade Jordan Mason to the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings will send them a swap pick and a 2026 pick to the tournament of 2 years, $12 million for Mason, and that is a fully guaranteed contract.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. It wouldn't be wise if he did, Miss Jody. I think that's all nonsense.
I think football is past his time.
Yeah.
And these athletes are a lot faster.
Yeah.
And a lot bigger. He wouldn't even last one play, even though his name is Big Ben.
Well, Will, to answer your question, as he is asking, what's the consensus on the indie games? Really, I think the Hawks and the Octane, that might be a high-scoring game. I really do.
I agree.
I'm anxious to see Corey Hammond and Amir Chick Morris being on the same team. And
Will that be 10 a.m. our time?
Yes, it is. That'll be 10 a.m. our time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm anxious to see Amir Chick Morris play offense because I've never seen him play offense. I've mainly seen him when he was on the BIC as a defensive player. I'm anxious to see how the Octane survive with James Mitchell now being on the Heathens, being that he was one of the Octane's best players a season ago. So I'm anxious to see who will take his spot, and just to see how the Octane just have the biggest stage that they've ever had in their second year in the league. And of course, how does the... That's true because I did hear...
Good call there, Mr. Franklin. Good call.
I did hear it is supposed to be raining in Indiana.
Wait, doesn't Indy have the indoor place?
They're not playing there this week. I think that was occupied by something else. So they're
okay. So that hence the reason
playing
why
outdoors. So this week,
the reason why he said weather.
This week they're playing in Beech Grove, Indiana. So that's what they're playing at. But I mean, hey, football in the elements. This is why we love football, because football in the elements is football.
Definitely in the rain. Definitely in the motherfucking rain.
And wind and rain. So that's gonna really affect
so ground and pound will be a majority of this game.
It could be old school Big Ten style of football up there in Indiana.
Yeah. Love it though.
That would be very, very interesting to see there. As far as the Crush and the Animals. Well, of course, everyone's darlings, the Animals. They go on the road, of course, and we'll see if Quani Morgan and David Tender can pick up from where they left off.
Which was
And
a tremendous rookie season for Mr. Tender, if you ask
yes,
me.
it was. Yes, it was.
I brought extra insurance on the
Smart
road.
man.
Hey.
Very smart man, Mr.
Hey,
Franklin.
That's exactly what we did when we went to Hawaii. Put that extra insurance on that car that we rented. Yeah, very smart.
And of course, for the QC Crush, inheriting some people from the Heist, inheriting some people from the Sin City Chaos. I'm anxious to see how the Queen City Crush puts that all together, as is a mixture of players trying to make themselves known for this upcoming season. And can the Animals? I know they've done a lot of recruiting. Can their defense? We know the offense of the Animals is going to score. We know this.
Yes.
But my question is, do they have enough? Do they bring in enough defense to complement their offense? Because as we,
you can't score 58, another team score 60.
Yeah. Well, I would have to see who is the running back for the Hawks.
Agreed.
But if we're talking about running game as far as the Crush and the Animals, I'll give a slight edge to the Animals because of Quani Morgan. I don't think he is okay unless they go 1-17 or 2-15 or 3-14 or he really loses the locker room. He's not getting fired because they just signed extensions 2 years ago.
Yeah, him and Lynch are attached at the hip. So
yeah,
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
So unless they have one of those type of seasons, or
I don't even think if they have one of those, he still doesn't go anywhere.
Well, like I said, the only way I see him getting fired is if he completely loses the locker room. And even when they were going through the crap in 2020 and this past season, he did not lose the locker room. Yep. So unless he loses the locker room, I don't see him getting fired. I just really don't. But
stranger things have happened in the NFL.
This is true.
But I don't see that happening.
And now, hear me when I say, I understand why my co-host, my brother, really dislikes my fan base. I get it.
Oh, what do they do now? What's going on now? Enlighten me.
Because they're like freaking out and crying a river and all this stuff. I'm just like, calm down. Okay, like I said, outside of maybe Teleno Hufanga, Tyshawn Wakron Samuel, and Dre Greenlaw, I can understand why you'll get mad over those three leaving. I get it. Okay. I am not going to cry river over Travarius Ward, which, again, I wish him the best.
He got stupid paid, too.
Yeah, he did. I'm not crying over... I'm not crying over Javon Hargrave because he was not a good fit. I'm not crying over Malik Collins, even though he just didn't fit.
Yes.
I'm damn sure not crying over Aaron Banks. I'm damn sure not crying over Jalen Moore.
There's a few names that haven't really contributed.
Okay. Now, however, I am sad about Jordan.
Now, how do you feel about Kinlaw leaving?
He could, again, his body failed him. He couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be your replacement for DeForest Buckner. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan Mason, I am sad about because I was a big Jordan Mason guy. And on this show, many times, I was begging for him to get some playing time like I was Jawan Jennings.
But when B Rabbit gave him the ball and he was producing, what happened? Benched him.
Yeah. And then what I kept saying, he's not going to be disengaged because he's not playing no more.
But what did I tell you? What did I tell you? The moment that 23 stepped on the field, I said, uh-oh. B Rabbit about to run this man into an injury. I did. Said it on the show. I don't know what's wrong with your coach, man. When things are going right, he shifts and goes left. You should be sticking right to your lane. You don't need to make that U-turn. Or the running game has been working.
But you and I kept saying all last season. Okay. When he was going to Germany to see a specialist, that should have told you right then, you know what? Your ass is not playing the season. Take the year off. That's what I would have done. I would have stopped him from himself. But again, as we say on this show, which is one of our quotes, which we will turn to a shirt eventually, what do I know?
No, it's already on the if you need it, it's on the Joffos.
But what do I know? I know nothing.
Nope.
I know not a damn thing about my team that I cheer for. I know nothing. So,
I mean, hell, even a person with one eye can see what Kyle Shanahan is not doing. Don't take both. And if you can read too.
Hence why he doesn't have a say in drafting quarterbacks, because he drafted C.J. Beathard. Yes, I said C.J. Beathard.
I don't think so.
But he's not.
That's the thing.
Because
if he was on the hot, he should have been on the hot seat after the Super Bowl. He damn sure should have been in the hot seat in the playoff game. So no,
trust me. Okay, if Matt Mayoko, Matt Burrows, Tim Kawakami, Grant Cohn, even though Grant Cohn gets on my last damn nerve, if Jennifer Lee Chan, if Greg Papa, if Larry Krueger, if any of those 7 people that I just mentioned that I listened to on Bay Area podcast and Bay Area radio, since I'm not a Bay Area native no more, so that's how I get my feed on what's going on with my team, since I'm not in the market per se. But if any of those 7 people that I just mentioned say that he's on the hot seat, then I'll start believing it. But until they start saying it, I'm not believing it. It's like if Vic Tafer or Paul Gutierrez says something about the Raiders, or Q from Unnecessary Roughness says something about the Raiders. If those 3 guys say it, then I will believe it, because I trust their work. And that's just what it is. Like I said, unless Kyle Shanahan loses that locker room, the very minute he loses the locker room, then he'll get done. But again, as Alan Breer said on the Rich Eisen show just a couple of days ago, okay, people forgot. The Bills lost some people. The Bills traded Stephon Diggs. And we thought the Bills lost their doggone minds.
Hell, when the Chiefs traded the cheetah, I was like, oh, that was the dumbest shit they could ever do. What they go off and do? Just go off and win another fucking Super Bowl without
2 straight Super Bowls without Tyreek Hill. The Bills got back to the AFC Championship game without Stephon Diggs. Okay? The last 2 seasons, the Inglewood Rams in my division, after they paid for their Super Bowl, went through that one bad year, the last 2 drafts, they have drafted very well. In the last 2 seasons, they've won 10. In the last 2 years, they've won 10 games and took a very good Lions team to the limit in 2023 and almost beat the eventual Super Bowl champions this past season.
Yep.
So the Niners are taking a page from Les Snead and Sean McVay. People forget this 2024 draft the Niners have had, it's been one of their best drafts in a long time. Okay. Okay. Malik Mustafa is the reason why Talanoa Hufanga is a Denver Bronco. People forget. Hufanga only played 7 games this season. I love Huff, but the problem with Huff was he couldn't stay on the field. Malik Mustafa balled out. Bye-bye Huff. Okay.
I think that's the same reason why Trayvon Merrick and Marcus Epps is not with the Raiders no more, because of Palabau.
Mm-hmm.
He played when they're both of those. Merrick played the full season, but Palabau came in and took over for Marcus Epps. You saw, but I've been highly on that kid when we got him, and he started. So I understand how you say you gotta, if there's somebody, money. That's all. Some of it is all about that too. Money. Let's see what we got here from Mr. Hurley. Stephen A. says that Bronny sucks, But did you know that his average plus minus per game this year is 0, which means it's neither on the plus or the minus.
Well, Adam, here's what I say to this, Adam. All season long, Bronny should have been in the G League harnessing
All year long.
his skills.
All year. He should have been brought up.
Yeah.
And we know why he was brought up.
We know why this was a PR stunt by LeBron James, completely and fully, not the Lakers, but clearly him. The Lakers drafted him to appease him. Okay.
Because
the better James.
Oh, bye-bye if you draft my son.
The better James, not named LeBron or LeBron Jr., is going to take his talents to Tucson, Arizona this upcoming season and play at a very good basketball program that is the University of Arizona Wildcats, where they bear down.
Yeah, he's gonna play some good damn basketball.
Okay, Bryce is going to be the better out of the two. If you want to compare between Bronny and Bryce out of the LeBron James offspring.
Yeah, I think baby brother gonna go out there and ball out.
Now, is it LaMelo that's the better ball right now? The one that plays for Charlotte is it LaMelo or LiAngelo? I always get those two mixed up.
I think LaMelo is the rapper, right? And LiAngelo is the
Hornets. Okay.
Well, look here. Older brother, little brother, ball out. Middle brother, the rapper, I think he might have found his calling. He was decent. You say, I like Bryce and I live in Arizona. Well, you're gonna have that kid can play some basketball.
If you can, Adam, if you can make it to the McHale Center, because I don't know how far you are from Tucson, because I know it's about a 2.5 hour drive from Phoenix to Tucson. But if you can get to the McHale Center in Tucson, go check out Bryce for real. Because we know
it's gonna be something.
Because we know Arizona has been a West Coast staple of consistent college basketball for as long as Mizzle and I have been living.
They just don't bring anybody into their program too. So if Bryce is going there, that's
Thank you, cuz. But yeah, go. Yeah, like I said, Tucson has been a staple of good basketball players over the years.
Okay, Jello. I knew it was Jello who's the rapper. So that's LiAngelo then. Okay, so this what the other name you say, bro?
LiAngelo. No,
that's
LaMelo.
That's Jello. LaMelo.
LaMelo's the one for the Hornets. Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
That kid can ball.
Yeah. Definitely can.
Lonzo can ball too. Excuse me, when he's healthy.
I'm just glad that he's been efficient and the Bulls rewarded him with the contract that
Yes.
has really busted his balls to get back on the court and to play.
Yeah.
And he's been ratherly effective for the Bulls, even though they took an elder day. Well, it was a good sports day for Miss Jody as her beloved Rockets and the Cougars win today.
Okay.
And I know she's going to hate on Sagoon, but Sagoon actually had a good game. He had 24 points and 15 rebounds to help Houston. But yet, Flacco's probably going to be on a roster this year.
Okay.
He's going to back up somebody. He's going to be on a roster. That's all I'm going to say. But the Chargers did sign Mekhi Becton to protect Justin Herbert, much to the chagrin of my co-host.
Him and all. Whew.
Yeah, that's going to be nasty.
Ooh, that's going to be. Hey,
that is going to
wars that Max Crosby about to have with them boys is about to be real fun twice a year now.
I'll say this though, those two guys are going to open up some holes for Antioch, California. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, now he's going to probably have another 1,000-yard season for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
The great Ovechkin, 8 away from the great one. He got 887 tonight.
How many games left?
How many games left?
You got to see how many is left. I mean, he can pull out a hat trick out of anywhere
at any time. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Not feasible.
Okay, how many games do they have left? Okay, let's check.
And you say he's 8 away?
Oh, damn, and he did it in San Jose tonight too. Damn it.
Really?
He did it at the Shark Tank.
Oh, that's right. Because when I walked into a patient's room to check on the trash and stuff, a patient had the game on, and I actually walked in and saw the second goal because it was already 1-0 when I walked in there. I looked down, I looked back up, they're celebrating. I'm like, what the hell?
All right, so there's 6 games left, and he's 8 goals away.
Oof.
I wouldn't put it past Ovechkin because, like I said, he can get a hat trick anytime, as you mentioned.
Okay. One side of me says he'll get it, but just to be like the devil's advocate, he'll become a 1 short. That would just be how it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 8 away, and then he'll get what? As soon as the season opens, he'll get it on the first drive down on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he can get it though. I think they're gonna push for him to get it.
Like I said, I'm not gonna put anything past the great Ovechkin.
Yeah, the kid.
That's for sure.
You know what? We've seen him grow in the league, like from when he got drafted.
15. Are you sure? Because I just clicked on the Capital schedule. Oh no, wait. No.
Okay. Hey, are you gonna go against what Living Room is saying?
No, I'm not. He's the hockey expert.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Then he's definitely getting it. 15,
yes,
he's definitely getting it.
You're correct because I totally forgot about there's 9 games left in April. So my bad. I was only counting the rest of March.
He's definitely getting it. He's definitely 15 games. Oh yeah. Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Thank you, Living Room.
Thank you, Living Room. Absolutely, yes. Folks, to quote Will Smith from a great movie, somehow I told you so just doesn't quite say it. But we told y'all to relax.
Are we talking about that team?
We are talking about that team, absolutely. Yes, we are.
Are we talking about that? Oh,
we are talking about that team.
Wait. Who's giving me vibes that I should have put a little something on the side just in case. I'm getting those vibes. And by the way, I just ordered me a Chef Curry jersey. Yeah, buddy.
Which, by the way, folks, that is 12 wins in the last 13 games.
Say that again. They didn't hear you in the back.
12.
They didn't.
We're live. We're live. Okay. I'm going to say that again. That is 12 wins in the last 13 games. 7 straight wins. And by the way, I think that's now 14-2 since the trade.
And guess what? The Lakers keep losing. Warriors keep winning.
Yes.
That 5-6 might just be flip-flopping.
I'm just saying.
I mean, they got enough tough opponent coming up on Monday.
Yeah, the Bucks have been playing a lot better lately.
Yes. So the stretch is gonna get a little. The test is gonna be coming to see how they can handle, a good Eastern. I mean, the Knicks. I think the game would have been a little bit different with Brunson, but the Cat still had a game. And Ojinobi is just a baller.
He is a baller, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, he plays
absolutely. It's just a shame that it's just a shame that Jalen Brunson is hurt. It really is.
Yeah. That game, I think that game would have had a little more to it if Brunson was there. But you still, you know what? The Knicks are still who they are.
Yes,
they're still a good team.
Like Draymond Green said at the end when he was talking to Lisa Salters, he said, "A Tom Thibodeau coach team is always going to give you hell. Yep. They're always going to play tough. They're always going to play hard.
They're never out of a game.
Oh no, never.
Oh, they're always in the game.
Never. But as you said, Cat had 29 and 12, and Anobi had 23 and 9. Bridges had 19, 6 and 3. McBride had 19, 5 and 4. But the Warriors found a way. Curry had 28. Moody again played fantastic. He had 18. Guy Santos again gave some good energy. Kaminga again was very good. What do you mean this is how it's supposed to be? What are you referring to, Miss Jody?
Yeah, quite intriguing. Like, this what the Warriors were supposed to do this? I mean, I knew they were gonna be different, but I didn't,
Were we expecting them to be 14-2 since the trade? No. 14-1 when Butler plays in games? No, we weren't expecting this.
No. But we're gonna take it.
all day long. But Warriors Warriors got the win 97-94 as their winning ways.
That means that was a competitive game.
Yes, it was very, very competitive. Celtics barely get by the Nets 115-113, but wins a win. Porzingis made his return big time as he scored 24 points.
Ooh. After
missing 8 games, as Boston goes to 49-19 on the year. The Thunder get a tough win in Detroit, beating the Pistons 113-107. Cade Cunningham got ejected. And then SGA goes off for 48 as the Thunder get win number 55. Pistons fall to 37-31. So, yes, we will get to that subject about the Dallas Mavericks in just a second as we are going through scores around the league and the NBA. As mentioned, Miss Jody's Rockets beat the Bulls 117-114. The Grizzlies all over Miami 125-91. Speaking of the Bucks, they beat Indiana 126-119. Spurs beat the Pelicans 119-115. And Jordan Poole walks it off in Denver for the Wizards. As the Wizards get the win over Denver 126-123.
Oh.
Alex Sarr had 34 for the Wizards, spoiling. And I do mean, well, nope, never mind. He woke up 30 seconds too early as the Joker was 1 assist shy of a triple-double, but still had 40 points, 13 rebounds. As the Wizards get their 15th win of the year, beating the Wizards 120-120. So yes, folks, the strange and bizarre just continues in the city of Dallas, Texas. As Ms. Jody kind of just mentioned about that, the Mavericks possibly might have to forfeit some games because of injuries. Not to mention the backlash from the Luka Doncic trade, which doesn't help. But now just to find out that Dante Exum has suffered a broken hand in his left hand, and now he's out indefinitely. So it just continues to rain and pour for Dallas. Mystery thinks they're trying to sell and move. Now, why would they? Okay, why would you want to move the Mavericks out of Dallas? They have a very good arena at the American Airlines Center that they do share with the Dallas Stars.
Yes.
I know Mark Cuban doesn't have a big say in the team anymore because he sold a lot of his stock to other people. Yeah. But why would you want to move out of the Dallas Metroplex? I mean, Dallas is one of the big markets in the nation. We know this. Why would they want to do that? And Myles Garrett wants to invest as a minority owner of the Cavs. Well,
don't they got enough owners?
Well, it seems like there's never enough owners in sports. I don't know why. Can't gamble. They'll still find ways to gamble when they think they can. They'll still find ways. I mean, heck, even Michael Jordan still found a way to gamble. Come on now. Like if somebody wants to gamble, you're not going to stop them. I don't care who you are. And hello, Corporal, as Corporal says hi to Jody. As he says good morning from wherever he is. All right, so in the current standings of the association, as we've said, Boston and Cleveland are already kind covering for the playoffs. They've already clinched a spot. Knicks still holding on to the 3 seed. Milwaukee hanging on to the 4 spot. Indiana and Detroit in a battle for 5 and 6. And again, for the playing game, it is still the Hawks, Magic, Heat, and Bulls. 7 through 10. In the West, the very hard-fought West, it is still OKC, the only team that has clinched a playoff spot in the West. Houston, yes, folks, Jody's beloved Houston Rockets are currently right now the number 2 seed in the Western Conference.
Ooh. Wow.
So even though the Nuggets and the Rockets have the same identical record at 43 and 25,
they have the tiebreaker, huh?
Well, the Rockets have the tiebreaker because they have, I think they have the season series against Denver, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless,
Really?
Jody's beloved Houston Rockets are currently the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Who would have thought? So right now, Denver's the 3 seed. Memphis is the 4 seed. Oh, and that team in purple and gold is number 5.
Which were just the 2nd seed,
They were just the 2nd seed, and now the Warriors are knocking on the door to jump them at number 5.
Oh, baby! I told you we was coming.
And in the play-in right now, it is the Timberwolves, Clippers, Kings, and only if they play 2 picks. And somehow the Dallas Mavericks still have a play-in shot in the play-in game as they are currently the 10th seed.
Well,
with Phoenix,
can't put a full squad together.
And Phoenix is on the outside looking in. So that's the up-to-minute stats in the association. On the ice, if we're looking at wildcard stuff, right now in the Atlantic, we got both Florida teams, the Panthers and the Lightning and the Maple Leafs. In the Metropolitan, it is Corporal. What does a prank voice sound like? Please enlighten me on that. The Capitals, the Carolina Hurricanes, and the New Jersey Devils, and then the wild card spots in the East belong to the Senators and the Rangers. In the West, in the Central, it's Winnipeg, Dallas, and Colorado. In the Pacific, it's the Golden Knights, Kings, and EJ's beloved Edmonton Oilers, and the Canucks and the Wild holding on to the wild card slots in the West. So those are your 8 teams. 16 total in the NHL.
I like it. Should be some competitive playoff hockey.
Indeed.
All
right. Now, here are teams that clinched their automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. With the exception of SEC and the Big Ten, they do their championship games as traditionally every Sunday, the day of Selection Sunday. So we still got those 2 games left to crown a champion. But today, as you see, much to the chagrin of my co-host, he made that sound because that damn team in Tobacco Road in Cameron beat Louisville 73-62 to clinch the ACC tournament title, an automatic bid. But I really think the highlight...
been the Tar Heels, man.
But I will say the highlight of that game was the emotional thank you by Dick Vitale, thanking everybody of what he has endured the last 3 years, of course. Dick Vitale.
The game?
He did the game with Dan O'Brien and the other commentator, but there was a very nice video, very emotional, as you can obviously tell. Of course, Dick Vitale's been battling cancer the last 3 years, and was able to do this game, and he just was very, very, very. That's not good. That is not good. Spilling a drink and it's cold. That's not good. Not good at all.
No, it's not.
But the Blue Devils clinched their automatic bid to the NCAA tournament by winning the ACC title, beating Louisville 73-62. As mentioned, Miss Jody's beloved Houston Cougars beat the Wildcats of Arizona 72-64. Auburn beats Tennessee, or Tennessee beats Auburn in the SEC semifinal 70-65. So it will be Tennessee and Florida playing for the SEC tournament title as Florida beats Alabama 104-82. And it has come full circle for the Johnnies. The St. John's Red Storm win their first Big East tournament in a long time, clinching an automatic berth to the finals or to the tournament as they beat Creighton 82-66. Congratulations to Rick Pitino and his squad. Wisconsin will face Michigan in the Big Ten championship tomorrow as Wisconsin beat Michigan State 77-74 and Michigan beats Maryland 81-80. Two good games in the Big Ten semifinals. Memphis beats Tulane in the AAC tournament final 78-77. Bryant beats Maine 77-59. That was in the American East playoffs. Yale and Princeton in the Ivy League tournament.
That was a
semifinal.
good game. I watched that one.
Yale beats Princeton 59-57. Norfolk State beats SC State 66-65. VCU beats Loyola Chicago 62-55 in the Atlantic 10 semifinal. Cornell and Dartmouth. Cornell beats Dartmouth 87-71 in the Ivy League semifinal. And by George Mason beats St. Joe's 74-64 in the Atlantic 10 semifinal. In the AAC semifinal, it'll be UAB beating North Texas 66-65. In the Mountain West Conference final, it's Colorado State, the Rams, beating the Broncos of Boise State 69-56 as Colorado State gets the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament with their win. Iona and St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's beats Iona 63-49. That was in the MAAC championship final. In the MAC championship, it is Akron, the Zips, beating Miami of Ohio 76-74. Liberty beats Jack State in the in the CUSA in the Conference USA final. In the SWAC tournament final, Alabama State beats Jackson State 60-56. And in the Big West final, to which I was privileged to be a part of 2 years ago, but it is the San Diego Toreros beating the the UC Irvine by a final score of 75-61. So San Diego getting the bid. UC San Diego getting the bid to the NCAA tournament. So
thank you. It's also part of the merch.
Yes, it is, which you can see right there on the bottom of your screen. There's the link. Copy and paste it and get your merchandise, which also, by the way, folks, while we are at it, the Super Dope Beat Maker, he's got an album. And plus, you can also get some gear of 17KD on the same link that you just saw on your screen. But Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, any musical outlet that you have on your device. Exodus, brought to you by 17KD.
You will not be disappointed. 10 tracks.
I don't see it in my screen. We will put the link back up for you again, Corporal, in just a second. But we just wanted to real quickly promote the other young prodigy known as 17KD and his album out there. So, like I said, any of those musical platforms that you have, please go check it out.
Yes, indeed.
Same to you, Corporal. Rest well, sir. Thank you. And in the WAC tournament, it is Grand Canyon GCU beating Utah Valley 89-82. So tomorrow we got 5 more conference tournament championships to crown. So tomorrow, as mentioned with the Big Ten, it is Wisconsin and Michigan. In the Ivy League tournament final, it is Cornell against Yale. SEC tournament championship final, we have Tennessee and Florida. VCU takes on George Mason in the Atlantic 10 conference title game. UAB and Memphis in the American Athletic Conference championship game. And then we will have Selection Sunday. Will Mizzle's beloved Tar Heels be one of the last 4 in? He says no.
No.
Joe Lodari says differently, but we will.
Oh, he does.
He says he has them getting in.
How?
I don't know. When you think you know bracketology, then they tell you to hold my beer.
What, they'll get it as a 7 seed?
I don't know. So here we go again with more drama between Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh,
As Garcia, I'm sorry, Fanamo is suing Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya
oh,
after Garcia pulled out. Okay, let's go to this article real quick.
oh.
So Ryan Garcia and this promoter Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy were sued
Mhm.
by the entertainment platform Vimeo, which was set to broadcast a December pay-per-view in 2024 featuring the boxing star in Tokyo. Garcia announced December 15th that he was forced to withdraw from that exhibition versus kickboxer Rukia Apu because of a wrist injury. The 26-year-old is now set to fight Raleigh Romero in a welterweight contest May 2nd in Times Square, which would be Garcia's first bout since he was suspended after we thought he knocked out Devin Haney, but he tested positive for some PEDs.
You
Yes, indeed, Zelly.
You already know.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. Warriors playing some fantastic manly basketball.
Yes. The young kids off the bench are playing good. Santos, Post, it's good basketball all around being played.
And which, by the way, folks, with that win, well, he still got caught with PEDs, is the point, even if he did knock out Devin Haney. Just saying. I mean, it's not like Antonio Margarito cheating against Miguel Cotto, and then Shane Mosley basically getting some retribution for Miguel Cotto, and then Miguel Cotto gets his own retribution. But I mean, that was that was pretty bad, pretty bad. But yeah, Warriors playing some very good basketball, and they now have that belief that they believe that they are going to win.
Yeah.
But again, I think the fight that I'm ready to see is the women on July 11th. Doing it one more time at Madison Square Garden, and it being an all-female women card, which is very, very, very exciting. So
I hope I'm off that day. That'll be good to sit and watch.
I agree. I definitely wholeheartedly agree. Now let's see what is coming up next in the world of sweet science. Trying to see if there's some fights going on.
The 22nd of this month.
Yes.
Is it Fedora?
Well, there is George Kambosos taking on Jordan. That's on DAZN. That's coming to you from Sydney, Australia. Then also Sebastian Fedora takes on Booker. That's on Amazon Prime. That's here in Las Vegas. I might have to look at tickets.
What's somebody say? You better look at go to TickPick.
Yeah. There's fights going on in San Bernardino also on Saturday. Lester Martinez fighting Joshan James. So I mean, let me check out this card here. Oh, WBC. Junior middleweight titles on the line. Oh, at Mandalay Bay. Oh, well, if I can't go there in person, I definitely will watch this on Amazon Prime since it's on regular Amazon Prime and not Amazon Prime pay-per-view.
They're not charging you?
No. So I can actually watch this on Prime. Oh, wow. Yes. Damn it, yes. A 4-bout card. Absolutely. I am all for it.
But you still should check the ticket prices, though.
Oh, yeah, I'm still going to check them out.
Matter of fact, let's see. When is it?
It is on May 22nd of this year at Mandalay Bay. Delay.
Okay, you said May 22nd. Nope. Oh, there it is. Nope, it's September. I don't have that. Just says May 22nd.
Oh, that might be doable.
Oh, how much?
140 just to get in. That's doable.
No, are you sitting the tippy top?
There really is no bad. There really is no bad sitting in that arena. When I went there to go watch the Aces play the Mercury in the one WNBA game that I went to, there really is no bad seating in that arena. There really isn't. So I might have to go do that. Absolutely, yes, Lord.
You got time to put the money, put like a 50 here or 75 out of each check. Bam, that's your ticket.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That'd be awesome to check out.
I just bought my, as you know, bought my Monday Night Raw tickets.
Yes.
For April, next month. Woo! The last Monday Night Raw before Mania. I'm stoked because bro, we've been watching this long enough to know when it's the last Monday Night Raw before the Mecca. You gonna get surprises. You gonna get all the stops. They're setting up the grandest stage of them all. And where is SmackDown that Friday? Because it's
in Vegas.
Vegas.
It's in Vegas. Yeah.
I should be out there, man. I should be out there. Nah, but that's cool though. Me and the bad guy and T, we gonna go check it out. So.
Yes, one more time for you to cuss out John Cena.
Well, no. Hold on now. I might have been a little hard on Cena these years.
Oh, all of a sudden, the minute he goes back to turning a face, it's back to John Cena sucks.
Oh, he still sucks.
He still sucks.
I think I might have locked my child out the house. Hold on.
Oh, he left his key?
Sometimes that happens.
Boy, you gotta learn to take your key.
Oh, nope. Wait. Give me a hot second. I'm gonna lock the door.
While Mizzle lets the Super Dope Beanmaker in. Glad you're hanging out with us on this episode of number 317. Again, talking about teams clinching their automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. More free agent signings in the NFL. The A7FL returns tomorrow as the Wolfpack looks to make history. As they start defense of their back-to-back championships, looking for a third, they will take on the Las Vegas Gold. That comes to you at 1 p.m. Pacific. And then in the Vegas game of the week, it will be the Vegas Hunters taking on Las Vegas Sick With It. And, of course, to round out the rest of the A7FL schedule, you have the East Orange Renegades against the Trenton BIC in Asbury Park, New Jersey. In Baltimore, it is the Patterson U taking on the DC Buzz. In Indiana, it is the Old Bridge Hawks taking on the Indianapolis Octane. The Silk City Animals taking on the QC Crutch in Indiana. And the other game in Baltimore will be the Baltimore Watchmen taking on the Virginia Heathen. So that is your lineup of the A7FL again. Fox Soul and ASNFL.tv is where you can find all the action here in the States. Of course, you'll hear Matt, Rob, and Corey on the games of the week, and you'll hear myself and Chris calling the Gold and the Insomniacs. As again, the Insomniacs looking to try and make their history as being the first to three-peat.
Yes.
So, yeah, a lot of things going on here in the world of baseball. But in addition to the Warriors getting that win, Steve Kerr now becomes the winningest head coach in Warriors history, passing the great Mr. Alvin Adels with number 558. Of course, 4 championships in for Steve Kerr since he has been the Warriors head coach. Coming in with his first season back in the 2014-2015 campaign. So, our congrats to the great Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Doing it very well.
Like I said, starting to get that feeling.
Yes, the Bengals look like they will be able to keep both T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, which of course makes
Oof.
one Joe Burrow very,
Hey, but you know
very
what they said
happy.
though? They just gave a big middle finger to their defense though.
Yeah. Well, the Bengals are going to have to hit on the defense in this draft. Once they do give T. Higgins and Jamar Chase money.
Well, hell, I guess they couldn't do anything in free agency, but because they about to pay their wide receiver, so yeah, they must be. So
Yeah.
if it's not an offensive lineman or a possible running back,
Defense.
they should be drafting all defense.
And
That's what
not
they're
to,
basically telling you right here with this signing. That's going to be a lot of Franklins. That's a lot of ceilings.
but also at the same time, I will take Trey Hendrickson right now. I will gladly take him off your hands.
And they're going to wait too. People are going to wait. That either they're going to release him, or his draft capital is just going to I don't think you're going to get a first rounder right now. It could take a second or a third. Well, Miss Jody, if they put up 40 points and the other team put up 40, 41, 42, 43, that don't mean nothing.
They were putting up points last year and they still lost.
Facts. You got to put your defense. You got to put a defense out there. At least get a stop in a critical situation. So honestly, you know what? Good for T. Higgins. Definitely good for Jamar Chase. I mean, they're a good tandem. You pay. Hell, I don't know. Somebody might have to go because you can easily draft another wide receiver to complement your number one.
Mm-hmm. But
I get it. That wasn't for neither. That's all Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
That's you can clearly see what this signing is for.
And again, they said they want to stay together, and somebody
need to be taking the hometown discount. Then
you would think
you're hindering me from helping out the other side of the ball.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir. You are not lying.
That's why I can't be a general manager. Too much pressure.
Yeah. It is for sure. It is for sure. But so what's one thing you're looking forward to seeing with the A7 kicking off in less than 24 hours? What's I know you're excited to see the Wolfpack again as they attempt to go for their three-peat, but what else are you looking forward to seeing tomorrow?
Honestly, I want to see what the Sick With It is going to do. Let's see if they can build off a little momentum of what they had last season, even though it didn't go, of course, the way that the team wants it to go. But they played pretty well, and an adaptation to some of these new teams that have that's entered the play. Also, again, as we mentioned, David Tender. I want to see how he's going to pick up from last season, where he can go, especially if they get a little bit of, like you said earlier, a little bit of defense to go with it. But as you just said, really just to see the three-peat, to see how everybody's going to try to. We know where the target is right now. We know where everybody. When you want it back to back and you're running for that three, I think this year is going to be a little interesting. It's going to be nice.
It is. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Interesting people here on Sick. Really anxious to see who is going to be their quarterback.
Yes. Yeah. But
that is really interesting.
And also how tough Because as you know, get into a championship when you come back the next season. How does that? How do you feel about that? So as you said, BIC to see what they're how they're going to come out and play. Are they going to have that loss on their mind? If they could have stopped Danye at that time,
Mhm.
what could have happened?
Yeah.
So let's see how they're gonna bounce back after that is what I'm trying to say. And again, to see what how it's always interesting to watch Mr. Hammond out there play football.
Agreed.
So I'm just excited to get this going. It's that it ended well, but it's almost like you wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope the fellas are out there ready to go on each coast and just see some good football. And as you say, these new teams that's developed or that came in to see how they're going to turn out and play, So spring football is here.
It definitely is here, and definitely looking forward to seeing the new places and new faces, and just to see how it all comes together here on this upcoming season. Which, of course, as we said, the three-peat has not happened in A7 history. Will it happen? We don't know. That remains to be seen.
I mean, there has to be a first for everything, right?
That's what they say.
There has something has to be done to be a first. So
yeah, it has been a wacky offseason, one of the weirdest off seasons in history, and it's still going on as the new league year has started here as of Wednesday. I'm anxious to see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Also looking forward to see Matt Ryan, Corey, and Rob get back behind the mic.
It's always a jewel listening to them.
Also, which, by the way, congratulations, Bryce James, for winning a state championship. Congrats, as he closes out his high school career before he goes.
Wasn't that out here my way?
I know there's some championships being played in at Golden One Center. I do know that.
Because I know LeBron was out. LeBron was out here.
Then yeah, it probably was at the Golden One Center in the state capitol. All right, interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Well, while we are out of here, folks, we're going to do some shout-outs and dedications. No, this is not the Love Hour, and this is not the Art of the Bowl Killer Oldies show. But as always, special thanks to our good friends at Creative Brothers Productions. Again, photography, videography, editing, production. This is what they do. They need people. They'll get you right. Also, again, he's also part of CUSN, mainly focusing on semi-pro sports like the A7FL. As the Prodigy was out there doing some semi-pro football and actually was getting back on the football field, of course, our good friends, the All-Pro Jaffos, the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Check them out Tuesdays and Fridays on Jaffos TV. Also, again, the world's greatest DJ, Indie Vibes with DJ Matt Sticks on Jaffos TV, coming to you every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern.
You also will hear a piece of 17 KD's album.
Yes.
On
which again,
Vibe. So make sure you check it out. Yeah.
Any musical outlet that you use, please download and listen to the young man known as 17 KD. Of course, he is a super dope beat maker who makes a lot of beats for the show. And another reason of why Creative Brothers Productions will get you right, here's what they did for us.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Night Owl edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Yes, vote for us, vote for us. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. He is Mizzle, I am Dub, and
did y'all miss us? Because we missed you. Our apology.
And we are live. And once again, our special thanks to the Super Dope Beatmaker for blessing us with his music. And, of course, special thanks to EJ for making that very nice promo video for the Mizzle Dub Show. And don't forget, fans, tomorrow, when it's all said and done, we will be back to recap week 1 of the A7FL. The Mizzle and Dub Show, A7FL recap show. Hopefully we'll get some players on tomorrow to talk about what happened in week 1. Of course, them looking forward to their opponents in week 2. But again, the Mizzle and Dub Show with the A7FL recap show coming to you on tomorrow evening. And there definitely will be a lot of this going on tomorrow in Indiana, in Vegas, in Baltimore, and in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Which, again, as we said, turn it up to 1. So there you see it. 1:47 p.m. Eastern. Again, A7FL.TV. Fox Soul is where you want to be for season 11 of the American Sevens Football League, which, again, as Munchie makes his daily appearance, thank you, starts tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
So, there you have it. But, nonetheless, again, one more time, folks, if you want some merchandise, if you will, don't forget one more time. As you see the link on the bottom of your screen, please get your merch, screenshot it, copy and paste it, save it. But that's where you want to get your Mizzle and Dub Show merchandise, right there.
Yes.
Right
and,
now.
And also get a A7 shirt on there. We got the talking
other side of the ball, talking ish. Yes,
so
all the outlets
yes.
on the Mizzle and Dub Show channel. Please get your merch there.
Also, the Super Dope Beatmaker has some merch on there. No, like
yes.
Go to him. You purchase him anything that he has on there, it goes directly to him. Yes.
But as always, we like to thank y'all for your support. And well, it's time to calm myself down because I'm too amped up because I get to be behind the mic tomorrow to call some A7FL football.
This is like Christmas right now for you.
It's very.
Look, you gonna go. Look, this is the one time that you put yourself to bed early so you can just get to the next day, just to be there. So yeah, I know that. I can't wait to sit here and watch it. Like 10 o'clock is perfect because I'll be right out of church. And boom, I can throw it on YouTube. So
yes, indeed. So again, A7FL.TV on YouTube. If you have Fox Soul, check out Fox Soul. It'll be on there also. But tell a friend, share. Don't miss the action that is the A7FL coming to you tomorrow. So again, one more time, starting it out in Indiana, at Beech Grove, Indiana, it will be the Old Bridge Hawks taking on the Indianapolis Octane. Then after that, it'll be the Silk City Animals taking on the QC Crush. Then in Baltimore, we have the Patterson U taking on the DC Buzz. Then we have the Baltimore Watchmen taking on the Virginia Heathens. Then out here on the West Coast in Las Vegas, the defending champions, back-to-back champions, the Insomniacs start their title defense against the Vegas Gold. And again, in the nightcap at 4 p.m. Pacific, it will be the Hunters against Sickwood. Now, one more time, folks, just to let everybody know that week 1 will take place at Pinecrest Academy of Nevada in Sloan Canyon. So that is not our normal home for the season, but just for week 1, we will be again at Pinecrest Academy, Sloan Canyon. So that's where we will be at. And then it'll be
My
back
East
to Matter.
Coast A7 notifications on. I'm good to go.
And then that'll be back at Matter Academy for week 2. But nonetheless, thank you guys for hanging out with us on this 317th edition of the All Pro Javos. What the hell? Of the Mizzle and Dub Show, not the All Pro Javos.
Shout out to the Pro Joffos.
But shout out to the Joffos, the bad guy, DJ Matt 6 and EJ Wizzle. But thank you guys for chiming in with us.
Woo.
Congratulations to all the team that clinched automatic bids to the NCAA tournament. And what will Selection Sunday bring? That remains to be seen. And also, starting tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. No, Tuesday starts, kind of opening day. It'll be the Dodgers and Cubs in Japan to kick off.
That's going to be early, late night or early morning?
Early in the morning, as in 3:10 a.m. first pitch.
Yeah, sleep.
Exactly.
Maybe I'll put it on ESPN and I doze off and can hear baseball in the background or something like that.
Or yeah, that's something like that. Or just turn on the radio broadcast and and just nap that way.
Yeah.
If I wake up in the middle of the night to go pee, but that's another story. But nonetheless, enjoy the A7FL. Enjoy Selection Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. But nonetheless, for Mizzle, wearing the newly designed Mizzle and Dub T-shirt for those that
I wish I could turn the shirt around so you can see it's another design on the back of it. I can't turn it around.
For those that like to indulge in the herb, that is an herbal Mizzle and Dub shirt. So there you go, which is also on the merch shop. So go ahead and cop that. But nonetheless, good night and good morning. And as always, it is 5 o'clock some damn where, and you've been watching episode 317 of the Mizzle and Dub Show. And 4 letters, 1 syllable. Yeet. Good night. Or good morning. But enjoy opening day of the A7FL.
That's a super dope beat maker.